And we are live.
All right, great. So, where we last left off, the party was dealing with a ooze problem on the Leviathan, uh, fighting their way to the back of the ship to try and help Spark, while Spark and the yet to be named chief uh, made their way to the front, and they eventually met up in the relative middle, technically more in the back end, but still. Uh, and as the last ooze is killed, Spark goes running up all the way back to the CIC in a split second to report to Karos. And Karos asked for all of you start making your way back to the CIC to talk to you as well. So, for those who are here,
Chief is already on his way.
all right, you guys watch this dark blue skinned gentleman start making his way towards the front of the ship.
I'll follow. I'll let my 30 minutes of bear form just ride out. Just gonna ride out the whole 30.
Yeah, we should head up.
Yeah.
All right, anything you would like to discuss as you walk, or anything you would want to look into, I guess, as you're making your way back?
Mm,
Does any... How? Why? How slimes? How? Why?
That's like explaining the
Yeah.
corpses and the that was stuck in the ship.
That doesn't... How? Why?
Yeah, I don't. That doesn't really track.
There was also the fact of a crew member killing and eating and wearing various other crew members' body parts. So I don't think this is really a good time to rationalize things.
Well, I
Chief,
mean,
this
it
is-
kind of is. I think for me, it's always time to rationalize things. It's kind of how I operate.
Chief, this is the
We
first
haven't really
time
met
you're
yet.
hearing of any of this, by the way. Just letting you know.
Yeah, I figured.
All right.
To be
cool.
fair, you're also talking to a Goliath who is currently looking like a bear.
Yeah, she
so
doesn't really care.
Damn!
Shut down.
So attempting to rationalize anything really doesn't make any sense right now.
She's like, I don't know if you've met me, but my name's Amity. Hello, and all I do is rationalize things. It's kind of how I.
It's nice to meet you.
Oh, hi. How are you?
I've been better.
Yeah, okay. Just look at the ground.
She's not exactly known for her conversation, from what I've been told.
Wow.
Sir, do you have a name?
Yes, it's Dasani.
Still funny.
It's nice
Alright.
to meet you.
Pleasure to have fought beside you.
I'm gonna assume this kind of thing is not too normal on this ship.
Mike, would he know this is normally not normal?
No, this is the first time that a large amount of ooze has attacked the ship.
Yeah, as far as I know, this is not normal.
Great.
Okay. first a rogue crew member, then the oozes. What's next?
I mean, hopefully nothing, but I have a feeling nothing never. We're always followed by something.
It seems the danger seems to follow y'all like a like a thick fog.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's about, yep. Mm-hmm. You've got it in one.
Like normally I have to go to the demons. At this rate, y'all might be making my job easier if the demons just come to me.
Oh yeah, that's definitely most likely going to keep happening.
All right. So you make your way through the different cars to the front of the ship. You can see the remnants of the battle. Crew starting to kind of mop the remainder of the ooze off of the floor, so that it's not just like different colored puddles all over the place. You can see uh, Cleanser Alanis, the lady from the medical car, walking around healing people here and there who uh, look to be slightly melted. Just different like acid burns just all over their bodies, and she's just healing them. And eventually, you stroll into the CIC and see Karos and Spark having a conversation. And as you guys walk in, um, just as you're walking up to them, the ship suddenly lurches forward as it starts moving again.
That still is gonna take some getting used to.
Karos sees you guys walk in and says, "Ah, you're back. Thank you all for helping with that strange encounter. Seems whatever those things were must have been the problem with the engine, because we got it working again."
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
How could they get here?
Yeah, that. How did they get in? Was it just a thing of oozes just waiting?
Well, I am not a expert on oozes, so I don't really know. Maybe is that how they operate? Do they just wait and latch on to whatever prey strolls by, and that just happened to be our ship? I'm seriously asking. I have no fucking idea.
Would any of us know this?
Yeah, do any of us have any clue?
Make a nature check.
Yeah, you guys know I'm great at those.
Oh yeah.
Hold on, I'm still on edit. Yo.
Nice.
Ew.
Well, interesting. Both Vatham and Amity, you two would know that uh that is likely what happened, because oozes are for the most part just mindless creatures that just move around with the singular thought of consuming whatever comes into their path. Some of them are more mobile than others. Some just stick around and wait for prey to come to them. Amity, because you rolled so damn high, I will give you a little more information, which might affect. Well, I'll give you more information that could be relevant, or could just be your active paranoia happening.
All right.
With that roll, you would also know that it is theorized that all oozes come from the abyss. Specifically, a part of the abyss. I think they're called. Hold on, let me bring up the layer name. I don't remember off the top of my head.
This is some deep cut lore.
Oh yeah. Yes. The layer of the abyss known as the slime pit.
That makes sense.
Great.
That tracks.
Yeah. So, even though they're technically oozes, in a more general way of thinking, they could also possibly be demons.
Great.
Cool.
That falls under my jurisdiction of killing.
You're not the only one.
Amity just looks a little worried, and then she doesn't say anything else.
Perfect.
I love Amity so much.
Well,
Although,
seeing how we have dispatched these oozy enemies and the ship is up and running again, I don't think there's anything else. You can all return to your quarters and continue on with your, well, whatever you were doing to pass the time.
all right. Also, I would make a note to our party members to keep an eye out for any weird things happening, because the routes we're traveling are prone to theoretical planar travel.
But we wouldn't find that surprising knowing that these used to belong to the Crawling King. I don't know
Yeah,
if Vanya
I
could
did
put
mention
2 and
that.
2 together with her
I
8
did mention
intelligence, but
Make a religion check.
God damn it, girl. But she's proficient in that at least.
See, I took notes of what you told me, Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say that's enough to put those two together. Yeah, you're able to realize that.
Good for her. She has a very select set of skills, apparently.
At some point, Amity will pull only Vanya aside and tell her what she found, or what she's found out about the slime.
Sure.
Yeah.
And you can do that whenever you decide to over the
At some
next.
point.
All right.
Yeah. Cool. Do you all turn to leave then?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Cool.
unless I'm being stopped in any way, I will make my way toward a door.
All right.
Yep,
So
Dasani
you
heads back.
guys. Dasani, wait 1 moment.
Sure.
All right. So the party leaves the CIC, and Dasani, you stay back, because Captain Karros asked you to. It says, Chief Dasani, I would ask of you to keep an eye on our passengers. We've never had any problems like this before, and I just want to make sure that they're all trustworthy. After all, we just met them.
Agreed.
Thank you. You are dismissed.
He salutes and heads out.
How does he salute?
Just like a little finger to the forehead, like,
Okay,
just a
all right.
general, like, sup.
I was just interested because I
It's
never
not like the military salute.
actually thought of like a whoa, how would they salute kind of thing. So I just wanted to see what you would come up with. But it was more like a casual, yeah, sure thing.
It's more like a 2 fingers to the head, like, just a general nod kind of thing.
Yeah, nothing too dramatic.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, and the party returns to their quarters. Dasani goes to wherever he would like to go to.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a real long nap.
Ba-ding. Anything the party would like to immediately talk about now that they are behind closed doors?
I was gonna wait till the nighttime.
Okay. Then sure. Everybody would probably want to rest up after the fight anyway.
Yeah.
I'm all right.
Yep, that's where Dasani went to take a nap.
Yep.
Yeah, I think Amity is totally fine.
You gotta be fast to get to the fight.
Yeah, exactly. Then Vatham, you already said you were taking a rest, and then Rowan probably be taking a rest as well.
Mhm.
This
Long enough
whole
to get-
our ordeal, even though she didn't do much, just completely terrified Ramona, so she's gonna take a nap.
A
Shilk,
panic nap.
yeah, panic nap, exactly. Shilk, what do you do?
I mean, I don't really need a nap, so.
All right, then as half the party sleeps, Shilk, Vanya, and Amity, you are sitting awake.
Right.
We really need to have a discussion about sticking as a group when things like this happen.
Yeah. I agree.
Because, I'd like to help.
Yeah, I was just kind of running that whole time.
What do you think we should try and get faster?
I mean, I can always. I have spells for that, but I need to research them a little more and. I would also, use up spells, which can be difficult.
Yeah, and if we don't know what we're going into, might not be the best idea.
Plus, I made a bit of a breakthrough while we were just kind of hanging out, and I have a lot more spells at my disposal now.
That's good.
Yeah. So, but I don't have. I still have the same energy level to use all of them. So.
Yeah, it's just about finding the right balance.
Yeah.
Maybe asking Rowan to not run so fast.
Ha.
Yeah, I know. I know it's not likely.
We'll figure it out. Hopefully, we won't be in those situations all the time.
A little piece of me was kind of hoping that being miles underwater, that, maybe this wouldn't be a problem. Maybe we'd get a bit of a break. Maybe we could relax for,
Ha.
a second. I know.
You had a week.
We had a week.
Yeah, but before we had a week off, we had months on.
Months. I'm very tired.
So tired.
And who knows how long this is gonna go on.
This trip? He said it could be several
No.
weeks.
No, I mean this whole whatever's happening.
Oh, like the whole grand scheme of things, sort
The
of.
whole
How
grand
long?
scheme of things. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of feel like we're in it for the long haul now.
Yeah, I feel like we just have to stay positive about it. Just stay positive.
I'd just like to point out that it sounded like you said long hell,
Hell.
You know what?
and that's too perfect.
Am I wrong?
Ugh.
Also, those slimes might have been from the abyss.
Great.
What's that?
It's a very bad place.
Where?
Not on this plane.
This is a ship.
Yes, and this ship is on one plane, and there are other planes that other things come from.
I have many questions.
I mean, feel free to ask them.
Yeah, we've got time.
What is a plane?
Oh boy.
It's the world we live on.
But why not just call it a world? Why do you call it a plane?
It's a technical term.
What?
Don't worry about it.
I am worried. I have many worries and still many questions.
I mean, it's best not to worry.
Well, you say that, and I worry.
Well, that's when you have to learn breathing techniques.
Are you about to teach Shulk about coping mechanisms? Is that what's happening right now? Is that what this is becoming?
I think so.
Oh boy.
Yeah. This is...
I think I need a nap.
That's a good one.
I think we all need a nap. You should take a nap.
Alright. And you all take a nap. And everybody gains the benefits of a long rest. So, now after that whole debacle, things get repaired around the ship. The last bit of the oozes are cleaned up, and life on the ship seems to return back to normal. So, what would everybody like to do over the next week?
Nobody's gonna do her best to relax a little.
Okay. Nice.
Hold on, I want to see if I wrote anything down about things I wanted to do in my downtime, and of course the answer to that is I did not write that down.
I remember you saying, like, you wanted to learn how to weave from Rowan. Do you still
Yeah,
want to
but-
do that?
No.
Okay. All right.
Maybe. new coping mechanism. I do want to spend like some of my downtime with the Ashari that are on board and just
Sure.
asking, still trying to get a feel for who Asher is, and watching how Rowan's wounds healed really freaked her out a little bit because that was weird.
The whole clock face thing.
Yeah.
Vanya,
Yes.
during your night's rest, I would also like you to.
No.
Make a what?
Wisdom save.
Oh, wisdom save. All right. Interesting.
Interessante.
No.
Okay.
Oh no.
When you awaken, you find all of the arrows in your quiver are missing.
Oh no.
Oh no.
All
And
5 of
instead-
them.
Yep. Instead, you find a note that says, "I owe you."
What?
Just IOU. It's not signed.
Nope.
At
Okay.
any point that we knew Nomad, did we see Nomad's handwriting?
Nomad never wrote anything.
Damn it.
It's just like she's got
Oh my God.
robbed in the middle of
Oh.
nowhere. Underground, underwater, in a metal tube, no way.
If it matters, I had 14 of them.
Oh, okay. There you
Doesn't matter. They're all gone.
go. Oh my God.
The ones in the bag of holding too?
You don't know.
I would know.
Hey!
Hello.
Sorry
In
again.
that case, yes.
I don't even know what we're talking about.
all of the arrows have been stolen.
I mean, there was only 9 anyway.
Damn.
They're in short supply right now, alright?
We need to get you a magic quiver.
Oof.
Well, I guess at some point I'm gonna try to ask questions about where my arrows went.
Or where to procure more.
I
Yeah.
ate them. I was really scared.
I would maybe try to track down Spark or I'm never gonna be able to say it, right? I'm just gonna somebody's to start a tally now of the number of times I say Joe's character's name wrong. Start the tally.
One.
Start the tally.
Can you say it one more time for me, Joe?
Can you
My
say it?
actual name?
Your character's name.
Dasani.
Like the brand of water.
Like the brand of water. All
Literally,
right.
like the brand of water.
Literally
I
is,
also,
yeah.
I also
No,
linked it in the
I
campaign
knew
chat.
what the joke was. I know, and I was staring at it in the campaign chat, and I'm just like, is it just going to be Dasani? Is that just all I'm going to have to do to get through this? It's been a long week, okay?
Oh.
If it helps, you can call him Sani for short.
I would
Well,
try.
what about Da?
That's just dumb.
I think I'll stick to Chief.
I mean, who would come up with the name Da? I mean, that's just a terrible name choice.
But yeah, the first day I would see if I can procure more. Just in case.
All right. You do find there are no arrows on this ship, as bows don't really work that well underwater.
All right.
The Ashari tell you that if you really are desperate, they could make you arrows, but they need the necessary materials to do so.
And
You
I'm pretty
got a
sure
bird.
I'm pretty sure I don't have any anymore.
Yeah.
Unless you still
I'm
have
pretty
that
sure
bird,
I
you
wasn't.
could.
I'm pretty sure I wasn't the one carrying them. I would have assumed that Zephyr would have been carrying them.
Well, you weren't even really carrying them. You guys would just find like sticks
Yeah.
and rocks in the forest and make arrows out of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would provide the feathers.
Yeah.
Legend.
Then yeah, I guess I'm just gonna chill with the Ashari and keep an eye out to see if any more of my stuff goes missing.
Sure. All right, so
Or
that's
if I
what you're
he-
doing.
Or if I hear rumors of other people's stuff going missing.
Okay, interesting. All right, so that's what you're doing. Vatham, what are you doing?
We got a week, you said?
Yep. I'm just
Alright.
going this by week.
Alright. Vatham would probably spend some time training in the cathedral, as well as potentially using those alchemist supplies to do something helpful.
Okay. What were you trying to do with the alchemist supplies then?
Depending on what's available on board the ship, potentially brew some interesting potions.
Okay. Well, there's not really a lot on the ship for brewing potions. A majority of what Alanis makes is healing stuff, so like she doesn't really use the alchemist supplies that often. So most of like her supplies are like herbs and stuff meant for actually healing using an herbalism kit.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, if it well, so unless like you're looking for like something specific, and then I can just tell you whether it's there or not, then you wouldn't really find anything.
If I had a list of what could be needed, that'd be great. I'm thinking something in terms of either some type of resistance potion or potentially something for water breathing.
Okay. Go ahead and just make me a Arcana check.
Okay. It's a good
Okay,
thing
pretty good.
Arcana. It's a good thing
Yeah,
Arcana is like not that bad.
Yeah. So with the potion of resistance, in order to basically try and like think of how to make one, you get an idea of like what you need as like a baseline, but in order for it to like get like specific resistances to different damage types, you need like a specific ingredient. And you realize that you think maybe you could have used like some of the remnants of ooze to like possibly make a acid resistance potion, but all of that already got cleaned up and ejected out of the ship, so there's none of that. So any other damage types, you would have to like make another check to see if there was something of hand to make it with. For the potion of water breathing, that would require something like an ingredient derived from something that already has a natural water breathing like ability. So, short of slaughtering the crew and using their organs, you wouldn't really have anything on hand to make a potion of water.
All right.
Yeah.
I will do some more thinking on my own then.
All right. That's Vatham. Amity, what would you be doing?
She's just hanging out with whoever wants to hang out, pretty much. She's not really reading her books. Probably writing.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Shilk, what about you?
Shook would still like to try to learn primordial from
Okay. Yeah, let's say that you just continue on with whoever you were speaking to about that before. Easy enough. Ramona, what about you?
I think flute.
What's that?
I think I was learning the flute last time.
Oh, okay. So you just wanted to keep doing that? Sure, you
Yeah.
totally do that.
But I'll totally also hang out with Amity.
Okay.
Sweet.
Amity, listen to me play.
Okay.
It's really bad because I'm learning.
Amity's like trying to sway to the music.
Oh man, that's really funny. All right, and Dasani, what would you be doing during this week?
No, he would just be combat training, just working through his shoulder issue.
All right. Cool. Then, I would like everybody to make a perception check.
Oh, great.
Josh, if you wouldn't mind rolling for Rowan, please.
I would mind so much. I'll do it.
21.
Okay.
Oh, it's gonna be one of these nights apparently. It's always good. They're my favorite nights.
Alrighty. Let's see, so Vatham, Ramona, Amity, Rowan, and Dasani. So really, everybody but Shilk and Vaughn. Cool. So, throughout the week, most of you notice that there's like condensation is like building up on the interior walls of the ship. This is especially strange to you, Dasani, because you would know that has never happened before. And as this condensation continues to build, it starts to kind of like solidify into like this like gross film that if you touch it, it just kind of like sticks to like your hand and like whatever else just kind of like brushes across this film. It doesn't hurt at all, and it's completely colorless, but it's just really gross.
Lovely.
And like all of you would slowly start to notice when the film starts to kind of become an issue, and it becomes a major issue when it starts to build up so much that it becomes a common occurrence that like it builds up too much on a door that like someone gets stuck in a room. It's like after a while they're able to break out, but it's still like what the hell? What's happening with this door? Why won't it open? And then you smash through it and see that it's on the other side is just like this thick layer of this film.
Like the janitors can't quite keep up with the cleaning.
Yeah, like Dasani, you're like trying to get like the crew to do more cleaning so that, like to take care of this film, but like they'll clean like a whole car, go on to the next car, and by the time they're done with the second car, the first car is already filled up with film again.
Well, that's not good.
So it's
No.
winter.
This is yeah.
And it becomes a major problem. So basically, it's the ship is put on bark quarters, like at all times, where all doors are basically just left open, so that like the film can't.
Trap anyone?
Yeah, so that the film doesn't like get anyone stuck in rooms. So like if there's no doors for it to like build on, then there's no way that it can get stuck. Additionally, Vatham training in the the cathedral car, you would notice pretty quickly, because it becomes a major problem. All of the holy water in the chapel, like whether it's holy water or just like regular water, like put in a basin for like washing after fighting, it slowly, like every time one of these basins is filled with water, the water quickly turns to a acidic nature. Not enough to like hurt, but like it's still like you can feel it when like you touch it. It's like it is not water anymore. It is acidic in nature.
Mm-hmm. He'll sort of like noticing this happening whenever he has to like wash up after a fight. Just like, the fuck? Like, what the fuck is... every one of those things where it's like, okay, this is weird. He'll start going around, like, anyone familiar with any type of occurrences like this would start asking around.
Sure. Yeah. You kind of like ask around, and you get a similar story from the cook, who apparently whenever he tries to like boil something, the water doesn't seem to want to boil, and when he checks it, he finds out that it's actually been turned to acid, and that's why it won't boil.
If possible, Thathan being a bit more what's the word I'm looking for here? Curious? Might see if there's a way of like helping the cook in that maybe reversing whatever the fuck happens.
Okay. Make a nature check. All right. Yeah, with your 23, I mean, let me check to see if there actually is a way to turn acid.
If possible, that would be a very interesting bit of use for us. If not, I can start experimenting with this shit.
I mean, technically, if you add enough base, it'll.
Really, if the cook's having a problem, that's not good for us.
So
That leaves a lot of stews out of the question.
all right. So, from what I can tell, basically, the only way to like turn acid into like water like completely, other than just like diluting it with like just a shit ton of water, is to like somehow try to separate the water from the other element that is making it acid. And seeing how this is D&D, there's no way to do that.
Yeah, without intense research.
This is why I took physics and not chemistry. Yeah, so yeah. But perhaps there's something that you could do like in like the medicine cart, maybe with like alchemist supplies. Who knows?
Yeah, so I'll try something.
Maybe there's some way to separate it that way using alchemist supplies. That could possibly.
Yeah, I'll try it.
All right.
This will probably take a bit, but I'll try it.
All right. While he's doing that, anything else anyone would like to investigate?
Is the like film stuff on the walls too?
Yes. Yeah, it
I
seems
want
to
to
be.
investigate if we're gonna draft.
Okay. Interesting. Go ahead and just make an investigation.
Ha.
Okay. You don't think the film is going to cause you guys to drown? However,
Oh no! This
you
is like,
have
Oh.
noticed that with all the doors open, if there is ever a breach in one part of the ship, the rest of the ship will also fill with water.
I need to go find Kiros.
you just instigating this crippling fear.
I mean, honestly, it was gonna be one or the other. Like, if she rolled low, she would think the film is gonna.
That we were
cause
dying
drowning.
already.
But because she rolled high, I gave her the more realistic cause for drowning.
The more reasonable answer.
Yeah. All right. So you go running off to go find Karos. You would find Karos at the CIC.
We're gonna drown.
What? Why? Where? What?
Because if water gets in the ship, open and won't block it off anywhere.
Yes.
Not all of us can breathe underwater.
Oh shit! You're right. Well, if the ship starts to fill with water, find Spark, because he also cannot breathe underwater and always has a spell prepared for that.
Where's he?
He's standing right next to me.
I just
Sorry,
stand
my
right
back
next
was
to
turned.
him.
I just picture Sparks like I'm right here, you know.
So you're just gonna stick my Spark like at all hours?
Yes.
Okay. Very quickly, people would start getting very annoyed with your bad flute playing.
Spark would actually be the first to tell you to stop.
But I'm scared and it calms me down because it gives me something to focus on, because otherwise we're in a floating thing underwater, swimming through the water that's breaking, and if it breaks there's nothing to stop the water and I'm gonna die and I don't want to drown again.
Spark
So
casts silence on Ramon.
I keep rambling even in the silence.
I like that you went for
Oh, man.
silence, not calm emotions.
He doesn't know calm emotions.
Oh, all right. So while Ramona's having a silent panic attack. Oh man, it's great. Okay. So so that's what Ramona is doing. That's what Fathom is doing. Anybody else?
I'm oblivious.
Well, like, you would have noticed the film. You just didn't notice the condensation that led to the film.
Okay.
Yeah, once the film started happening, like you would have noticed that part.
Okay.
Yeah, no, Amity's good.
Okay. All right, then Vatham, go ahead and you're trying to make water from acid using alchemist supplies. This would be nature at advantage because you are proficient with alchemist supplies.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you finish after a couple hours of like trying to like separate the water from the acid. You eventually do. The water is contained in one vial, while you get like this weird like spongy stuff in like another vial that is basically the separated acid compound. It's very gross looking.
Oh yeah, I got ideas for that later. Thank you for the suggestion, Joe. Afterwards,
No problem.
I like the idea that the scientist just like sees all this and is just like, I could just do that
All
at
you'd have to
will.
do is ask.
Oh god.
All right.
Also,
So-
let me know if what I've separated ends up turning back into it.
Yeah, I will let you know.
In the meantime, I will use that to do some weird shit with potentially giving us some resistance.
Okay, so you want to try and like use this spongy stuff to like make like a potion of acid resistance?
I'm gonna try and see just how much of this I can get, and then make a few if I can.
All right. Well, it takes you a couple hours more to make enough of this spongy material to start making a potion of acid resistance. You would, but like you're starting to get kind of like tired after that point, so you kind of would probably go for a long rest. You would notice, however, that after separating the water from the acid several times, you do notice that the water that like you initially separated, like the first batch, and then like a couple batches after that, have turned back into acidic water.
This is fucking ridiculous. After a while, I'm just like, this is ridiculous. Okay. I'm gonna have some words with Karos in a bit. After I sleep.
Sure. So, Ramona, as you're kind of like following Spark around, Spark basically like goes into his room to go to sleep and then just like closes the door in your face.
No, well, I mean, I'm
Actually, it's positive.
respectful of people's privacy to a certain extent. I'm not gonna go in his room, but I'll wait outside.
All right.
Wow.
Because I don't want to drown, and all the doors are open, and now he's in there with the door. What if he gets stuck? It's fine.
Okay. Interesting.
It's fine. Is there another room nearby?
Yes, the rooms that you guys are occupying are like right across the hall.
Is there one directly across the hall, like right there?
Well, I mean, technically, I just had you like all you guys in like one big room, so you could say it's this one.
Cool, because I'm taking over the closest room to that room.
It's the room you guys already have.
Oh, cool. No problem then. But I'm
kick
gonna
somebody
knock
out
on
of
the.
their room.
But I'm thoroughly scared. Everything is freezing, and all the doors are open. And now the only person with water breathing is on the other side of a door, and the door's been getting stuck. It's fine. I'm not sleeping tonight.
Okay. So, after another long rest, Ramona, because you're not sleeping tonight, I need a con save.
That's fine. Boop. Hooray!
All right.
Ooh.
That's one level of exhaustion.
Hooray! And I pass out anyway? No.
Oh, you still you survive the night, but everybody wakes up in the morning to a very haggard-looking Ramona who's just like I I picture you just like sitting cross-legged on the ground, looking out the door across the hall at Spark's door.
Yes.
Oh god.
Everybody's like, Ramona,
Huh?
how long have you been sitting like that?
I don't know.
Are you okay?
Uh-huh.
You really don't look okay.
You want to hear me play the flute?
I mean, not right now. It's really early.
Okay.
And
I
you
watched
really,
the door.
as much as you really need to practice.
There's a little bit of movement as the door is attempted to open, and then like a couple seconds later, Spark eventually like is able to rip it apart open with the film having collected on the outside, and then he just like sees you, and then just walks away down the hallway.
Hey, Ramona, you should take a nap.
I don't want to drown. I'm gonna follow Spark.
No. Anybody's gonna try not to let her leave.
Okay. Make contested grapple checks. So
Hell
athletics for athletics for Amity, and then acrobatics at disadvantage for Ramona.
It's okay, I'm a bard.
Whoa!
Oh,
Roll really high.
yeah. Holy fuck.
Oh, my other one was a natural 20.
All right, then Amity, you're able to like pull Ramona over to a bed.
Hey, Ramona, do you want me to hang out with you and just make sure that we don't drown? Is that good?
You can make sure we don't drown.
And guess what? I've been studying on how to bring people back. I've been studying.
But I don't want to die first.
No.
I saw that coming.
Oh my god.
Oh, no, it's fine. You're not gonna die, I'll be right here.
Can
Okay,
you
just go to
make me
sleep.
breathe underwater?
I'll study it.
Promise.
I promise.
Oh man.
Like
All
you
right.
have that ability? No, I'll stop. I'll wait.
All right. Vatham, as you go to leave to do your business, you see a tired-looking Karos making his way to his room.
Is everything alright, Captain?
What? Yeah. Just heading to get to sleep. Spark just relieved me. It is my turn to sleep.
In that case, I'll talk to Spark then. Get your rest.
Vanya,
Yes.
take me in wisdom.
God
Oh,
damn
no.
it.
Oh, no.
Hey.
All right. You wake up in the morning, and your bow is gone.
Oh no.
With a 20, Jesus.
Yep.
Guys, Something's happening.
What happened?
What's going on?
Well, my arrows are gone. Now my bow is gone. And I'm about to enter a similar level of panic as Ramona.
Okay.
Okay.
Didn't we go over coping mechanisms the other day?
Yeah, but that was when my shit wasn't disappearing for no reason.
I understand. I'm just don't.
Amity, I don't know how to protect. Like, I know I have magic, but like, it's not like. But my bow.
I understand. We'll get it back.
It's like being underwater with no air.
Just like we're gonna learn how to breathe underwater, we're gonna find your bow.
I'm gonna hang out with Ramona all day.
Oh, I like it.
Amy's just gonna be sitting there reading.
Perhaps a good distraction would be for you to take Ramona and go look for the bow.
They know it's not here.
And if I'm walking around the boat, I'm not with someone that can help me breathe.
I mean, that person's
no.
not me, but
No.
Maybe Sparks knows where it is. He can breathe underwater.
Hold on, I'm gonna just ask Spark if he knows what the hell's going on with this area.
What do you?
Like, first it was the oozes, and now the buildup on the ship. Is any indication as to maybe this might be happening because of where we're traveling?
It is more like what we are traveling through.
What are we traveling through?
Tunnels underneath the earth.
I'm aware of that part.
They are rich in chaos.
Care to elaborate?
No. I do not need you to spread the word, but Ramona panic more.
Oh, I'm aware. I'm tight-lipped on what I say to Ramona.
Feed into word.
Believe me.
We'll be there.
In other words, this shall pass. God, I hope so.
I do not know how far the chaos spreads, but we will leave one and potentially enter.
All right.
You're cutting out a little bit again, Josh. Sorry.
Yeah, I think you need to up your sensitivity there, bruh.
Yeah, I can't do that. Need to put them closer to my mouth.
That'll hopefully work.
Yeah. Having done that, I'll see. I figured out how to at least make it so any water that turns acidic can be, put back into water for a short period of time, apparently. In the meantime, I'll see about possibly getting some potions under the belt so we can use them. I'll head back to the supplies and see about making a few potions out of that compound.
Okay. Well,
That will be useful for you.
let me just check then. Oh shit. Potions of resistance are only uncommon. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
thought they'd be rare at the lowest. Alright, 1 second. Hell yeah. Open right to it. Alright. So, you start the process of making your potion. It is going to take 2 weeks to make one.
Fuck, I will start the process for just one then.
Okay.
In the meantime, I will also hold on to this acidic compound as well. Because there are other uses for such stuff.
Sure. Alright. So, as you are making your potion, let's. I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw.
The fuck? Okay.
Okay.
The fuck is going on with my save? Yeah. I still gotta fix that save for some reason.
Is that correct?
3
Yeah.
plus 4 plus 1.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
correct.
I think
Okay.
so. Okay. I don't know where the fuck that zero's coming from.
Yeah, that's really weird. Whatever your saving throw modifier thing there, I think that's where the 0. But
Alright.
anyway, so as you are sitting there making your potion, you feel something come over you as you are paralyzed.
The fuck is going on? He's sort of like, okay, this is not good.
And then I need you to make another wisdom saving. Alright, you fail again.
Fuck.
So,
Ironically, this isn't a medical ward, no less.
yeah, I know, right? Too bad you're too paralyzed to scream.
Mm-hmm.
So, you failed, so you take 25 points of psychic damage.
Fuck that.
And anytime you make a attack roll, ability check, just an attack roll or an ability check, it has a D4 subtracted from it.
What the fuck is this?
And then you can make another wisdom save against the hold person spell. That's okay. This time you are able to pull through and get the faculties of your body working again. And you spin around to see what could possibly be doing this to you. And you are alone.
Okay. Did I feel anything? Stab? Pierce? Anything weird besides the psychic damage to my faculties?
Make an insight check.
15.
You don't remember what the name of your hometown is.
Fuck this thing. Fuck you. Fuck you, Mike. Fuck you.
In fact, all memory of where you grew up is gone.
Fuck you. I hate these things. No wonder you said all but the fucking damn it. Okay. This is not good. So do I actively not remember, or do I have the idea like there should be something there, but there isn't anything there?
Yeah, you just like you remember like hunting, but you don't remember who you hunted with.
That... The fuck? Okay. So I'm going to see our resident head of the medical ward here and be like, there's something really weird going on.
Yeah, you walk up to Cleanser Alanis and she says, What do you mean?
Okay, I was using supplies normal, and I'm standing there doing my work, and then I'm suddenly held in place, but I was able to tell that I was overcome by a magical effect,
You don't know if it was magical, all you know is that you were paralyzed.
and I'm standing there paralyzed for a couple minutes. Was it minutes or seconds?
Just a couple seconds.
Seconds.
Huh. What were you working on? Could it have been like some fumes you inhaled?
I was just working on some resistance potions.
Resistance to what?
Well, it's acid. Given the nature of what's in this, place.
As far as I know, there shouldn't be any compounds that normally we have access to that would cause paralysis when inhaled. Were you working with anything like strange, or were you just using stuff you found around the car?
Well, I was experimenting with the water that's been turning into acid, because God knows trying to get it back to water is good.
Huh.
So yeah.
I mean, it's possible that there could be something going on with the water that, when it became airborne, could have paralyzed you, but that's just in theory. I'm not an expert on acidic substances.
Is there anything else I don't remember, Mike?
Nope, that's it.
Just any memory of my hometown is just poof.
Yep, that's it.
Well, aside from the slight gaps in memory, that's about it.
Gaps in memory.
Like just a couple of, just some stuff from many years ago. I can't quite recall.
That is very strange. I've never heard of anything causing memory loss in addition to paralysis. Maybe you shouldn't experiment with these substances.
I'll take a day just to gather myself.
Okay.
I'm now incredibly suspicious internally. Just like, okay, this is not good.
All right. Where do you go now?
He'll head down to the chapel to do a bit of training,
Okay.
sharpen the body as well as his mind.
Sure. Yeah, you walk in, and the pastor is there, and he says, "Ah, Vatham, how you doing?"
Doing alright. Just making sure that the physical faculties are all intact and well oiled.
Okay. Well, I think a couple people are getting ready to spar. If you would like to join them.
I wouldn't do so.
All right. 1 second.
Oh, fuck. God damn it. I just realized that. Fuck. Yep, that makes a lot of sense now. We're fucked.
Mona's
All
been
right.
saying that the whole time.
Vanya has
Vatham?
recently jumped on that train to begin with.
Vatham, I would like you to roll initiative.
You're gonna make me roll initiative. Okay, great.
Yep.
Why can't I ever roll like that when it's important?
What says this isn't important? Oh, technically you would have disadvantage as well.
In that case,
Yeah, remember, disadvantage on all ability checks and attack.
okay. So 19 then.
Okay. So, not that big of a difference. Josh, can you give us some battle music, please?
Sure thing.
Alrighty. Did you give yourself a long rest there? It looks like you're still. Oh no, that was from the psychic damage earlier.
That was, yeah, that was earlier. I went from
Never
124
mind.
to 99. Yeah.
Sorry about that. All right,
Yeah,
cool.
right.
Then Vatham, you are first.
All right. Okay, I got actually. I'm not gonna use my bestial form for this, so I will not be gaining the bonuses.
Sure.
Normally, because I'm assuming this is unarmed fighting.
They do look unarmed, yes.
Yeah,
And
I would hate to maim anybody.
you do have disadvantage, by the way,
Okay, making
on all your attacks. Just remind. All right, that will still hit, however.
Mm-hmm. Double checking. Right, extra
So
attack.
the 6 damage, right? Because it's unarmed.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is this is unarmed with bestial, where not in bestial it would just be 1 plus strength.
I've taken off the modifiers for it.
Right, but you only get your natural like unarmed strikes extra like die damage.
Yeah.
When you're in beast form.
Yeah.
Right now it would just be 1 plus your strength.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So, the first one hits. The second one will miss. So 6 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Check something. Okay. All right. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay. The sailors who are fighting you, one of them is going to try and do a jab out at you. Does 23 hit?
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah.
All right. That will hit you for 5 points of bludgeoning damage and 6 psychic damage.
What the fuck is this?
And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Fuck this thing. Whatever the fuck it is. Okay.
All right. You actually wouldn't have had disadvantage on that. It's just attacks and ability checks.
They were both 19s.
Yeah, I see that. You rolled 2 19s. All right. Then, yeah, you feel something try to invade your mind, but you are able to withstand it.
Mm-hmm.
And it is your turn.
That was how much damage? How much damage was it?
From the sailor punching you, it was 5 plus 6 psychic. So 11 total.
Yep. Okay. Seeing that something fishy's going on here, Vatham's gonna do the thing.
Okay.
So I'll pop a hybrid transformation.
All right.
And I am not going to do the right damage because that's going to suck for me later down the line. And I will smack this guy twice.
Okay. They both hit for a whopping 24 damage. Is that your turn?
Yeah, he'll...
Wait, isn't it an action to go into your beast form?
Right. Never mind then.
Yeah, so you wouldn't have been able to attack them on this turn.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Alright.
Actually, in that case, I'll do a Curse of the Marked.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. That one, you just do it. There's no save.
Yeah.
Cool.
Mark an enemy within 60 feet. Double crimson right damage until end of turn.
Sure. Alright. Seeing that you're getting serious now and might be catching on to what is going on, the priest is actually going to join the fight.
What the fuck?
And so all three of them are going to attack you once. Alright, your AC is 18, right?
19 now that I'm in bear.
Okay. Then all three of those will miss as you dodge all of their jabs. And then I need you to make a wisdom saving.
14.
Shouldn't be a disadvantage. Well, it actually would have been the nat 20.
Yeah, so...
So you're fine.
Jesus, that's like 29?
Yeah, 29, yeah. Yeah, so you're fine. Also,
Okay.
I just remembered it's not disadvantage on the attack and ability checks. It's just a minus D4.
Okay.
So make whatever changes to that.
Yep, making those relevant changes.
All right. So that's their turn. Once again, you feel like this weird sensation try to take over your mind, and it is your turn.
Okay. I will actually take...
And actually, I will say they also kind of surround you too.
Mhm. Yeah, I will take 12 to my maximum hit points and do a rite of cold for my bonus action.
And I'm actually going to bring everybody else into this room so they can see what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Just know you're not actually in this room. This is just for the stream and for you to see what's going on.
Yep.
There we go. Should be right.
Thanks.
Yep.
Thank you.
Just realized that as I looked up at the stream and just saw blackness.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what were you doing on your turn there?
Yep. Bonus action. The Crimson Rite for cold damage.
Cold damage.
Now that
Right.
now our main sailor in front of me is double Crimson Rite damage until the end of your... Actually, fuck, I hate doing it. Would that apply as a bonus action mark until the end? I would have to do it at the beginning of my turn, right?
For what? What are you doing?
For Blood Curse of the Mark, I would have to have done that at the beginning of my turn, would I?
1 second. Let me look at Blood Curse. That would have only happened on your last turn because it says until the end of your turn, so you would have to do it again this turn, which it takes a bonus action to do your Crimson Rite, so you wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah, just make sure. Just make sure.
All right.
And smack them both.
All right.
I'll smack the one in front of me and to the right.
All right. They dodge both.
Fuck this. Fuck you, Mike.
I think I'll pass. All right, their turn. Each of them is going to take an attack against you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 2 of them just barely hit with your 19 AC. So that is between both of them 11 points of bludgeoning damage reduced to 6, and 9 points of psychic damage, so a total of 15 damage. And then I need you to make a wisdom save.
All right. The total was what?
Total was 16.
16. Okay, wisdom save. I need to make these anyway because bloodlust.
Right, but you make your wisdom save at the beginning of your. So this is for the. All right, so that is a fail. So you take 22 points of psychic damage. And that D4 that you're supposed to be subtracting from all attack rolls and ability checks is now a D6.
Fuck that.
All right. And now it is your turn.
Alright. Seeing things are getting grim, I'm going to... What is... I gotta do some math here real quick. 112 divided by 2. Because I got a thing that kicks in at half health.
It would be 56.
56. Okay, I got Lichen Regeneration. That will kick in. At the start of each of your turns, you gain hit points equal if you have no more than half of your hit points left.
Yep. But you do have to make your wisdom save for bloodlust.
Mm-hmm.
Is it total damage taken, or what's the DC on it?
Looking. Bloodlust is... Start your turn. If you've taken any damage since the beginning of your last turn, you must make a wisdom save to maintain control. 10 or half the total damage taken.
Alright, total damage was 38, half to 19, so you just barely fail it.
Mm-hmm.
So you're frenzied, so you only get one attack.
Yeah.
Or at least you can
failed.
only do the attack action, I mean.
Yeah, you must move directly to the target, use the attack action to that creature. There's more than one possible creature. DM chooses a target, and you regain control for the remainder of your turn. So, yep. If you got a smack, you smack.
Yep, you just gotta smack them. Alright. Both of those hit for 24 and 22.
Oh, and the D6 on this, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, alright, you still hit. So 24 and 22, 46. Alright. So as you slash your claws against one of these guys, you notice that he's starting to not look good, and in the way that he's not looking good is not how you're expecting.
Mm-hmm.
Like, usually when you claw up people, they have like a bunch of like scratches where they're bleeding, maybe like frostbite or burns depending on the right damage. These guys seem to be like slowly starting to melt as if they're losing their form. And not just the one that you're attacking, but all three of them almost simultaneously as you're attacking.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, but I believe that's your turn.
I'll make sure to pop that Lichen Regeneration.
Right, at the beginning of your turn. Yep. Alright. And now it is their turn. And each of them is going to attack you once. Oh, one of those is a crit.
Ouch.
But the other two missed.
Alright.
So that is 9 reduced to 5 bludgeoning damage and 14 psychic. So 19 total.
19 total.
Yep. And then I need you to make a wisdom save.
Alright.
Alright, you succeed. So
All
yeah,
right.
just the 19 damage from the attack. And that's their turn. It's your turn.
Alright. I will... Okay, another 3.
Yep. And then make your save, DC 10. Alright, you're good now, so you can take your turn normally.
I will smack him twice. And then...
Subtract a D6. Alright. The first one, actually, with a 15, still hits. And then the 23 is, of course, going to hit. So that's 23 plus 17. 40 damage. How do you want to do this?
Okay. Vatham getting severely annoyed with the constant psychic damage and the tricks being played on him, we'll just take the ones to the side of him, and then rake claws up and down their fronts repeatedly before opening his maw and then biting the head of whatever is in front of him, ripping it off, and then flinging it across the chapel.
All right, you do that, and as the head goes flying across the chapel, as it hits the wall with a splash as it becomes a liquid, and all the guys around you all descend down into puddles on the ground. And you're out of combat.
He'll sort of calm down and go to see Karos, not bothering to drop his hybrid form.
Okay. One second. So, you start making your way towards the front of the ship. As you get into the next car, you come into the cafeteria. And in the cafeteria are just over half a dozen sailors. And all at the same time, each of them stands up and looks at you, kind of like a Mr. Smith looking at Neo kind of way, and then they all start running at you.
Okay. I'm gonna start just dashing.
Okay.
Dashing to like Spark or Karos or just anyone who might know me very well.
All right. Well, I would say as you go running across the room, in your beast form, you have a 40-foot speed because it is lit up in the cafeteria. You could get to the other side of the room, but you will take one attack of opportunity.
I'm fine with that. I'll get dash to the other side of the room, taking one attack of opportunity.
All right, and it misses you anyway.
All right. Do you need me to drag the token over?
No, it's fine. As you
Okay.
continue on, you run past, like, as you continue on, they seem to not give chase. And as you run into the next car, which is the galley, the kitchen and such, the chef who you were talking to just the other day about this whole water problem takes a swing at you.
The fuck, the chef too?
This time it will hit for there'd be 6 bludgeoning reduced to 3 and 3 psychic for a total of 6 damage.
All right. Okay.
All right, and then I'm assuming you're just going to continue running.
Keep moving. There's someone I know. Just keep moving.
All right, you can continue running, and the next car is the CIC, and you run in, and you can see in the center of the room are Karos, Spark, and Ramona.
Okay. You get panicked, bear expression as he's just like, Okay, something really weird is going on. I was just in the chapel fighting, and then the fucking crew members were fucking oozes. Something weird is going on.
What? Mr. Vatham, are you all right? You're not making any sense. The crew members are oozes. That doesn't make any sense.
Let me put it this way. I was the priest and two people that were fighting in the chapel with me were hitting me in. Were like psychically attacking me as well as physically.
Sounds like you're making excuses because you're about your ass kicked.
I also am having a little bit of difficulty remembering a couple details about my youth
Holy shit, they got you good.
and the entire cafeteria tried to attack me, as well as the chef.
I would also like to point out that when that D4 became a D6, you also forgot how you got inducted into the Blood Hunter.
Fuck. Yeah, I'm also yeah, that's fuck up.
Like
I'm
you
losing a lot.
remember the Blood Hunters, but you don't remember how you became a Blood Hunter.
No, this is not good. That is like, Jesus, if Vatham's in like, say his 20s, that's a good portion of his life gone.
Yep.
Karos, Spark, would you care to then explain why your entire crew in the cafeteria and your chef tried to attack me?
Do you remember saying something to piss them off?
No, I was coming from the chapel after having torn the crew member's head off as it splatted like an ooze on the wall.
Well, that's probably why, if you tore his head off. The doors are open. They can see you.
Then would you care to explain why it turned into an ooze?
How hard
Like
did
it
you
wasn't
throw it?
physical. I didn't throw it that hard. It was... It just hit the wall and then splatted. Like it just turned from a solid head into it, like that substance, like the fucking puddings
I mean,
that we're fighting.
I have thrown people's skulls against the wall very hard, and they have exploded into goo.
Then would you care to explain why I'm suddenly missing like half of my life in terms of memory?
You got the shit kicked out of you.
While this is all happening, Dasani, you get a call from someone in the CIC that says, Captain Karos would like you to report to the CIC. There seems to be a disagreement happening.
He will immediately head that way.
Continue.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Look, Mr. Vatham, I don't know if you're just not used to confined spaces, or just the fact that this has been a bit of a rocky start for our voyage, but taking it out on the crew is not the best course of action.
No, we need them to drive the ship.
I'm not taking it out on the crew. It's the fact of I am suddenly missing memory. I was paralyzed in the ward. The medical ward of all places.
Spark, you hear Karos say, "Oh, he's sniffing the medicine cabinet too."
Oh my god.
eventually, coming in to the CIC behind you, Vatham, is Dasani. And Dasani, as you enter, Kara says, Chief Dasani, I think this whole voyage has been a little hard on Mr. Vatham. It seems he might have killed a couple crew members, so would you please take him into custody and take him to the brig?
Okay. I will cooperate. This is not normal. There should... I've got a bad feeling about this. I'll be taken into custody by Dasani. Not before, but also telling him, I would be careful. I think some of your crew are not who they look like.
Don't worry, we'll get it all figured out. And he will take you to the brig.
I like how you asked that as a question.
I mean, I'm assuming there is one.
Yeah, that's the room with the barred doors that you were napping in.
Then yes,
Yeah.
I will take him to there.
As you take a bear into custody.
I mean, what type of ship would this be if there wasn't a brig? Let's be honest.
Mhm.
Bring you guys here. Bath in the actual brig.
People are going crazy. Everything is awful.
Dasani, are you going to stay down there with Vatham, or would you like to go elsewhere?
I will stay here and keep an eye on him.
All right. As the as you're putting Vatham in one of the brig cells, the only other occupied cell across the way, you hear a voice say, "Jeez, Chief, I didn't know that we were transporting livestock now."
Yeah, it's been a hell of a couple weeks.
This is gonna hold in the insult to my appearance. And just sort of tell him, this is just not good, man. If you have the chance, just look in the chapel. There shouldn't be any more oozes on board. And yet there were. Did you get any of that, Joe?
I'm sorry. Say that again.
Well, Vatham will tell you to just... There shouldn't be any more oozes on board. Just check the chapel.
I will look into it.
All right. Do you look into it now, or you stick around for a bit?
Not yet.
Okay, sounds good. Well, after a bit, Ramona, you follow Spark back to his room again, to which he closes the door, like in your face, as like a statement, but this time leaves it open because he doesn't want to deal with it in the morning.
Sort of as a go away.
Hmm. Before you go to bed, do people often go crazy underwater? Because I feel like we do, because it's awful. And he was like killing people apparently, and now if we don't drown, he could get us. And then there's missing weapons, and everything is terrible. Okay, good night. I'm trying to remember what you were all saying there. You didn't say everyone. I'm gonna go find Amity.
All right, you would find Amity in the room with Vanya, Rowan, and Shulk because they haven't told me if they wanted to do anything else during this time.
Nobody's been reading.
Yeah.
At some point, I feel like I would have tried to go investigate where my bow might have disappeared to,
Oh, okay.
but I doubt I'm going to be successful in that endeavor, but it would not stop her from trying.
I would say then, like, you like eventually make your way down to like the gun deck, and you're just like not getting any answers from any people. And as you're making your way back, is when you see Dasani leading a chained up Vatham with still in bear form towards the back of the ship.
I was gonna say I was gonna inform the party what happened in the CC.
Sure.
Dasani, what's going on?
I was asked to take him into custody because he's apparently killed some of the crew.
Vatham?
There's more oozes on board the ship.
Where were you?
Well, first there was the being paralyzed in the medical ward. Then the whole I'm now missing half a life's worth of memory. And then as I start sparring with one of the crew members, the priest decides to join in and try to lethally hit me. I'm then surrounded by crew members.
So you were in the chapel?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's figure
gonna
out
go-
what the hell is going on here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get the others. And I'll run back towards where we're sleeping.
Okay. Then Vanya, you would get into the room around the time that Ramona comes in after getting shut out of Spark's room. So now the five of you are together.
All right.
I think we should go poke around the chapel, see if we can... I know we haven't known Vatham long, but he doesn't seem like the type to go crazy.
I would say, Vanya, while you would have had to go through the chapel to get here, and
okay.
when you were passing through the chapel, you would have saw some crew members mopping up the place.
Like, the normal mopping up the place that's been happening ever since?
Yeah, just normal mopping.
It
It doesn't look
like
any weird.
It looked like normal mopping?
Yeah, it looks like normal mopping.
Do I see the priest anywhere?
You do not.
Would I know if that's unusual or not?
You haven't spent a lot of time in the chapel, so you would not know.
Cool. I'll make a note of that and then head back.
All right. Now we're back.
I don't know if we'll
Alright.
find anything. They were already cleaning up in there. But when I walked by, it didn't look any different than the normal cleaning they've been having to do since the weird film started.
I say most of us should stick together, if not all of us.
I agree.
Okay.
And maybe take things slowly.
And let's just go take a look. We don't know what
Okay.
we might find.
Alright.
All right. So you guys making your way back to the chapel?
Yeah.
All right. Five of you are now in the chapel. Right
Alright.
here.
Aim
And I can't see it.
Right.
Alright, can Amity just do like a quick check around?
I'll put Joe in the room just so that he can. All right. You're
But-
checking for what?
Just like anything out of the ordinary that I would not expect in a chapel.
Sure. Make a investigation check. All right. You start looking around. It's interesting. Right away, you think it's weird how many weapons are in this room. But I mean, it's the Stormlord, so really, what do you expect? Unusual for you, might be everyday for them. You do, however, find that underneath the podium, like the big pew where the priest does his speeches or whatever, it looks like it just recently got cleaned out, but there are little bits of like this slime sticking to the top of the interior of the podium.
Well, she's gonna like I think Vatha might have.
You sort of cut off there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I had a cough. So it looks like Vatha might have had a point. She's just gonna she's not gonna touch it, but she's just gonna point to it.
What do you mean?
I mean, there's definitely something not right here. I mean, we knew that from the start, but I have a bad feeling.
Hmm.
Does the slime jelly goo look different than the film stuffs?
It does actually. It's kind of hard to tell inside the podium, but as you kind of try and look closer and try to get some light to show, this slime inside of the podium has this reddish hue to it, where the film is mostly colorless.
Hmm. I do and I don't want to poke it.
Please don't poke it.
I poke it.
No, Rona.
Ramona, no.
All right, you poke it, and a little bit of it kind of falls off and like lands onto the bottom of the podium. Nothing happens though.
That's
I was worried
cool.
it'd be like, make a wisdom save.
Apparently, I'm feeling self-destructive in my panicked state. It's fine. Shit. I don't know what we should do.
Can I put some in like a vial or something?
Yeah,
Sure.
that's fine.
Yeah,
Alright,
you can do
cool.
that.
That's what I was thinking. Should we keep some of it, but a vial? Yeah.
I'm gonna use Mage Hand to gather it.
Okay, sure, you do that.
Alright.
Oh,
Don't
that's funny.
trust it.
Are the people still cleaning in here?
No, it's empty now.
Okay. Um.
I will say, however, make a perception.
Okay. I'm gonna roll low. Oh, I didn't have disadvantage.
No, you didn't.
Oh, it's actually one higher. Oh wait, no, I did have disadvantage. It's the same date, right?
No, you would have gotten some sleep because Amity made you sleep.
That's true. She did.
So you would have had a long rest in like the morning of the day. So you no longer have exhaustion.
So my sleep schedule's just all messed up.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, you're back with 16 then. With your 16, you would notice out of the corner of your eye, and you look up, you can see just like someone kind of like dart around the corner as if someone was like watching you guys through the doorway.
I'll say and I'll walk towards it.
What?
And I follow her.
Maybe you should not go alone.
Spark, you're here. You've been here the whole time.
No,
No.
that's
That's
true.
shook.
That was shook.
They are very similar accents.
I'm sorry. I'm a little bit. I was
I'm
drinking
sorry,
earlier.
my voices
It's fine.
suck.
No, you're good. I'm sorry. I'm a bad person. I'm really. I was late and I had been drinking before, and now I'm trying to play.
Oh,
and
great, she's drunk.
I'm not drunk, but
Now she's in denial.
there's no winning. I'm just gonna stop talking.
Okay, so
We're
you guys.
gonna follow her.
Okay, cool.
I look for whoever it was I saw.
All right, you guys go into the next room, which is the cafeteria. You can see different people are just kind of going about their business. A couple are like eating at a table. Another group are like sitting around playing some cards. You're not sure which one of them was watching you, as they all seem to be in the middle of doing something.
All of them.
I mean, I followed pretty quick. The odds of a person sitting down and playing cards. Anyway, I don't know. Can I look for any of them acting suspicious?
Sure, make an insight check.
Okay. Insight is this one. I can read. I forgot to turn disadvantage off still. It's
Nice.
fine.
It was the first
15.
one anyway. You don't really notice anyone acting suspicious.
Okay. I thought I saw someone, but I don't think I saw someone anymore. say to the party? That, like, there was definitely movement, but I don't know. We could just take the direct approach, and I could just like super out. Hey, who is watching us? But that would be.
I was thinking of asking them if they heard anything coming from the chapel recently.
That's
Or is
probably.
anything unusual?
Go ahead.
I'll find the nearest table of people.
Okay, that would be the table close by. That's looks like a couple people were eating some food.
Sorry to interrupt. Did you notice a commotion a little bit ago coming from the chapel?
Commotion. No, I don't think so. How long ago was it?
Would I be able to
How
figure
long
out
ago
how long
was that
ago?
skirmish?
Well, you would be able to guess it's been like maybe like an hour or two when the fight supposedly happened.
About an hour ago, maybe 2.
Oh, sorry, we've only been sitting here for half an hour.
What about like 2 seconds ago? Did anybody shifty come through? And I started looking
Shifty?
around. Yeah, I saw someone and then they were like gone. And then they came this way, but I don't know where they went.
If they were shifty, I didn't see them.
Maybe not shifty. Maybe just like I don't know. Did anybody walk in here super recently before us?
No.
Aside,
I would like to insight check.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
super
I
suspicious.
accept it from
Yes,
my
please.
earlier one.
You...
All right. Yeah. Everybody who's rolled so far can tell that this guy is lying. Seems to be hiding something as well.
Have you noticed
But where's he
anything?
lying?
He's lying on the table.
Have you noticed anything odd over the last couple of days, aside from the weird film on the walls? Hear anything about things going missing? Something like that?
Still on the bow.
Yes! I have not ruled out that these things are not connected.
No, I haven't. With keeping the same insight, you could tell he hasn't heard anything about anything like any items going missing. He doesn't know what you're talking about with that.
That is good, but maybe you can tell us what you're hiding.
What do you mean?
You just out with it.
You know something. I can see it in my. I can feel it. I have the chutzpah.
Make an intimidation check.
I would consider the word chutzpah.
Is that what we're doing now, or are we just gonna say like Yiddish is like goblin slang or something?
Yeah, why not?
You know
Oh,
what? I'm
God.
fine with it. I'm fine with that.
Oh no, it's terrible.
Guys, the direct approach is clearly, obviously, always the way. Look how far we're getting. I'm
My bad.
All right.
Like, wow, that's pretty damn high, too.
He says, "No, friend, I think you're mistaken." And you see his eyes just kind of glow a little bit, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Welcome to my world.
All right. That is not enough. So you are dominated.
Oh
Fuck.
boy.
Guys, my stupidity
Guys.
is fine.
You know what? This is a good time when being stupid is actually working in your favor.
Shilk turns to you guys and he says, "Actually, guys, I don't think there's anything to do with what happened in there, in here. I think we should just head back to our rooms. I'm sure it'll be fine. They'll figure it out."
I don't know. Something still doesn't feel right. I really don't think Betham's the kind of person that would just. Seems too level-headed to just go crazy.
Well, we've only known him a week. We don't know what type of past he has.
Damn, it's something Shook would say too.
Hmm.
Well, if you do notice anything odd, will you let us know? We're trying to figure out what happened here.
We're also looking for a bow.
Oh. We'll keep that in mind.
You should ask Batham more questions. See if he's telling the truth anyway.
Yeah, let's go talk to Vatham. Let's stop by the CIC and grab Karos. If Vatham is alright with it, I have that spell that can make him tell the truth. Maybe that's the best way for us to get some answers.
We should get Spark too.
Why?
For no
I thought he was. I thought,
particular reason.
doesn't he need to sleep?
But I mean, this is really important.
You just want an excuse for Spark to be there.
No, I'm pretty sure he needs to sleep.
But
It'll
It's
be
just
fine.
because
Come on.
it's fine. Come on, Ramona.
I will
So-
go along.
So you guys are going to the CIC then?
Yeah.
Okay. As you go to leave, Shilk says, "You guys go up ahead. I think I know that game they're playing." And he starts walking over to join in on the card game.
Is there anything about Shulk that seems off?
Make an insight check.
Come to find out he hates card games.
Nope. Shulk is fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah, it's all fine here. How are you?
It's all good. Hi. Go to the CIC.
All right.
Mike, you have found our one weakness.
One?
Deception?
I was gonna say we have a multitude. And my insight's not that bad. I just can't roll.
The Laura Bailey card.
Yeah, man, I just got caught up in man. Oh, it's so bad.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Um,
All right. So you guys start making your way back to the CIC, while Shilk stays behind to play cards with the sailor.
Woo, win.
All right, let me just check the duration of the spell. Okay.
That's a long spell. If I
No, it's
remember.
not. It's only a minute.
I'm
So,
thinking I'm thinking
right
Dominic.
as Shulk, you're starting to feel your faculties coming back to you. I need you to make another wisdom save.
All right, I'm gonna use Tides of Chaos to give myself with me.
Okay. Probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Nice.
Level 19.
Oh man. All right, yeah. With the 21, that is enough. As you feel something try to invade your mind, and Shilk, I would like you to roll initiative.
Yeah, that's fair.
Mhm. We're not that far yet. We can help. No.
No,
Oh.
this is a minute later.
Yeah, it's okay. It's too far. I can't. I've tried the running thing. It doesn't work.
We don't do cardio.
No.
Oh, I rolled lower anyway.
Oh my god.
All right, well, Shilk, you're up first as your mind seems to like get invaded, and then all of these sailors just at the same time stand up and look at you with a blank look on their face.
I don't like this card game anymore.
He's like, maybe Vatham was right.
Guys,
Wow,
I've decided that I don't want to play anymore.
that's a lot of people.
Everybody make a perception check, except for Dasani, because he is
Well, obviously,
Not in the room.
and Vatham. Yeah,
completely other side of the ship.
actually, Vatham, go ahead and make a perception check. You got
All
that
right,
keen
because-
hearing.
Yeah, I've got the advantage based off of smell and hearing.
Yeah.
Wrong button.
Sure. All right.
All right.
So, 22, nice. Then Amity and Vatha would be the only ones to hear this. Amity, you hear Shilk's voice come from like kind of like echoing down the hall from behind you, as well as Vatham with your superior hearing.
Mm-hmm.
You would also hear Shilk's voices. As you just hear Shilk's voice say, "Guys, I don't want to play this card game anymore." Which you don't really know what the context is, but still.
I can only imagine the context.
Yeah.
And then Shilk was actually going to use his bonus action to disengage
Good idea.
and move here, turn, and is going to use a psionic blast.
Ooh. Psionic magic.
Blast all them fuckers.
All right.
And that does trigger my wild magic surge.
Yes, it does.
Let me
Go
just
ahead and roll
grab.
that.
Oh, open right up to it. Fuck yeah.
Hey, nice. I will make the dex save. Is it dex save for Psionic Blast?
Yes.
Oh, weird.
Hey, that's great. I regained my lowest level expended spell slot. Well, there's my third level slot right back.
That's pretty great. And they failed.
All right.
So
Yeah.
they will take 24 points of damage.
And they're all pushed 20 feet away from me.
Yes, they are. Oh. Hold on.
and then I move the rest of my 15 feet.
Okay. And so you guys hear Shilk. Amity, you hear Shilk say that. As you turn, you can see him running into start running towards you guys on the other side of the galley car. Vanya, as you're walking forward, you see Amity like turn around and look concerned, looking backward. What she doesn't see behind her is one of the crew members in the CIC closing the door to the CIC, and you see just before the door closes, it has a very wide grin on his face, almost unnaturally wide. And then you see the wheel spin close.
Crap! None of us are strong enough to open the doors.
It's okay.
Oh,
I
no.
got it. No, it's okay. Oh no, wait, I can't do my plan because that would ruin the door forever, and that's not acceptable because that's keeping me.
All right. Everybody else can roll initiative as well, except for Dasani and, Vatham. You can roll because you heard at least.
All right. Gives me at least some chance to act.
Yep.
Oh, good.
And then I get to roll for Karos.
Wow, why am I so fast? That's not normal. Quick, someone go before me, because I never know what to do.
Well, we're picking up back like right after Shilk. So
Okay, cool.
yeah,
So I
you
have
won't
lots of
be
time.
going. Yeah. Josh, do you want to play Rowan for me?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seeing how Spark is asleep during this anyway.
Yeah.
All right. Perfect.
Man, am I more dexterous than the thing trying to kill us?
What's your deck?
+2?
It has a +3, so it will go before you.
Okay. Glad we got that sorted.
All right, so that is Shulk's turn. All right, then it brings us to these guys. They're going to start moving towards Shilk, but as they are actually not that fast, they would have to dash to even get close to him. Actually, now that I think about it, let me read something real quick. I think you can only... Okay, never mind. Yeah, it can go. Yeah, so all of these would move 20 feet. But actually they will not dash. The chef will come up behind Shilk.
Ladle across the back of the head?
Sure. Yeah, the chef comes behind Shilk, which is funny because the two of them are off the map right now.
Yeah.
Rogues,
And
man.
it will try to attack Shilk. I believe 15 misses.
Does, yes.
Yep. And then Shilk, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh god. Well, I mean, might as well give myself advantage again.
Yep, might as well.
Hey!
Hey! That is enough. You take none of that damage, and you are fine. You feel something invade your mind, but nothing happens.
Thank the Lord.
Alright. While all this is going on, Karos is very confused because his crew members just closed the doors on the CIC, and they all turn to face him as they go to attack him.
It's like maybe Vatham was right.
Well, it's more like, maybe Vatham was, oh fuck! Actually, you know what? They're not going to attack him. They're going to try a more gentle.
Oh no.
They're going to try and charm him.
That's even worse.
No! Garros!
Send it.
Garros!
No!
Ooh, that one.
Oh no!
All right, and Karos is. So even though the crew just closed the doors, as he goes to ask, one of them says, "It's okay, Captain. We're all fine here." And he says, "We are all fine here." And then he just kind of sits down in a chair.
Okay, good. I was like, please don't stick the level 17 barbarian on us.
He's not a level 17 barbarian. He's a level 17 rogue that has barbarian levels.
It's still bad.
Ah, yes, just keep moving Dasani around every time.
Yeah, exactly.
Getting lost on the map.
Yeah, sorry.
Like, oh god, where am I now?
All right, Vatham, it's your turn.
All right.
You just heard Bilk. You did hear like a little fear in his voice. Just
All
a
right.
little though.
Okay. Knowing what the hell might be happening. Dasani, did you remember to take Vatham's stuff?
Well, did I have access to it when you were in bear form?
It would be on like his back.
Then I
His
probably
weapon.
would have taken most of his stuff off of him.
Yeah,
Any
That is
weapons,
usual.
any main weapons, anyway.
yeah, that is usual apprehension procedure,
Yeah.
especially against someone that might have murdered someone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you just take the great axe and the bag of holding then.
I mean, sure. I don't know what else you have. So.
All right. And they're like, I am sorry for this door. I need to help my friend. I am going to attempt to not really break the door, just like
Break the lock.
apply enough force to break the lock.
Okay, go ahead and make me an athletics check. Unless you're just like straight up attacking the lock.
No, I'm just gonna apply some pressure. Athletic check.
Okay.
Would this also have a subtraction to it?
Yes. Yeah, you're.
Unless this would have been enough time for a short or long rest.
I would say because of the nature of like moving parts, it would have initially been, but now it's not because if we kept on like kind of backtracking.
Okay, so
It has not been an hour.
that
That is not enough. You kind of like try to apply enough force to the lock, and it does not move. Dasani, you hear like a clanging sound coming from down the way.
Dasani, my friends are in trouble. You need to move your ass now.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to help my friends. Shilk is in trouble. Help him.
I will look into it. Just don't try and break the door.
Fine.
Vatham, go ahead and make me a general persuasion check.
My persuasion sucks. 8.
Minus a d6, so yep, never mind.
Yeah, 5.
Alright, Rowan's turn. That's huge.
Okay. Well, Okay. Fuck is 45 feet. Okay. 10, 20, 30, 45. Dash is a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
55, 60, 70, 80, 90. Can't quite get there. That. So. Dash to get next to the guy.
Okay.
Can't do anything else, so
Yep, that's her turn.
make it easier.
Yeah, let's just put you guys like in the so that everybody.
Yeah, that.
All right, cool. Ramona, it's your turn.
Hi, that's me.
Hi.
They're backwards, right?
Yeah,
Like the
they're
CC.
to the left. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless you wanted to go to the CIC.
Oh, yes,
Although you wouldn't have saw the guy's creepy smile as he closed the door. That was a Vanya exclusive.
Okay. Cool. I just know the door closed.
Yeah, you would see the door close. That's all.
Okay. And then back there, they're all fight.
Yeah, you. Well, kinda. You kind of like look back as Rowan goes running back, and you can see the chef currently squaring off with Shilk. Nobody's actually like hit anyone.
I don't know what to do.
Okay.
I mean, well, we're trying to go this way, and this door is super heavy, though. But apparently, Shulk is fighting a non-fighty captain, or captain
The
cook.
chef.
Chef,
Yeah,
that's the word. I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Cook, chef, whichever one.
I'm going to. But nobody's hit anybody, and I don't want to be the first one to hit somebody. This is awful.
Good
You know what? I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cast Mage Armor, because apparently I didn't.
I mean, why would
'Cause I
you?
was asleep. Yeah, we're on a boat. Super safe. No, but so that's what I'm gonna do to totally stall my first turn. Go ahead.
Okay. Oh, nice. All right, Vanya, it's your turn.
So it's an action to try and open these doors, right?
Yep.
Oh, I should have inspired you. Oh, well.
Gonna...
It's
I mean,
like,
you're not gonna shoot. Oh wait.
Yeah, you do see Rowan run back to help Shilk, so
alright, it's like what, strength 15 to open these doors?
it's a minimum of strength 15, and if you don't have that, you have to make a DC 15 athletics check.
Aren't all the doors still open besides for the CIC?
Yes. Yeah, that's the only one that's closed is the CIC door.
Okay.
Oh fuck, this could be even worse.
I mean, if I turns, I have guidance now.
Guide and
Hell yeah!
I'm gonna...
We got this.
Oh man, you guys are like the best cheerleaders.
Listen, I need all the help I can get.
Cheer squad.
Guidance.
I will turn to Amity and Ramona and say something's wrong in the CIC. There's one of the crew sealed us out. He didn't look right. We need to get in there.
Yeah, Shulk needs help too.
And then so they haven't attacked Shulk yet, though.
You didn't see it, but Amity would have saw the chef take a swing at Shilk. Because you were too busy focusing in on the creepy guy in the CIC.
The creepy door guy.
The creepy door guy.
You know what? I'll try to open the door
Yeah.
Okay,
It could happen.
it
Get
could
it.
happen. Nope.
It won't.
Oof. All right, that's your action. Anything as a bonus action?
No.
All right. I don't think Karos gets another save on Charm Person. I think that's only if if they damage it. I don't know. I never used Charm Person as a spell.
I
I
will
think so,
check.
yeah.
Yeah, I think they have to be damaged by one of their side.
Yeah.
I think it was.
When the spell ends, creature knows of its charm. Blah, 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 blah,
Right.
blah.
That's what it is. Okay. Cool. Then yeah, I guess Karos is just gonna sit out with comp, which
Yeah,
is good.
or-
That's less moving parts for me.
Yeah, until you or your companions do anything harmful to it.
Except I have dispel magic. Anyway.
Yeah, but
Can
you have
you
to
just
see
put-
him to dispel it.
Yeah, I have to know there's something wrong too.
Yeah, that too.
And I have to get in the room. There's a lot of. You're fine.
There's a lot of variables before. Yeah.
Before we can do anything.
Yeah, you're fine.
Step
Don't
one
worry.
is open this door.
All right. Amity, it's your turn.
You know, if I knew doors were gonna be involved, I really would have prepared knock. Oh no. You know what? I'm gonna inspect this door, see if it's. Can I tell if it's magic or not?
It's not magic.
Okay.
It's purely mechanical. You would know that.
Okay.
Yeah, after the 2 weeks on the ship, you would know it's just mechanical.
Okay. Mm,
Too bad you can't dex a door open.
mm, I'm gonna be like, Vonnie, you should really try to open that again. And I'll cast guidance.
Oh man.
Gotta get this door open.
You're gonna get it open.
I swear to God.
Well, so you guys can't blame me this time for not getting a chance to do anything in combat. You're choosing to do it this time.
We're multitasking, okay?
Well, if you're multitasking, do you have something as a bonus action?
No!
Oh, all right.
In my defense, I can't use any of my bonus actions anymore. So
All right, because you don't have a bow.
Oh.
Cheer squad is best squad, okay?
Shilk, it's your turn.
Is there room for me to move around the cook?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It's how
Well,
it is.
I
on the
want to
map.
get. Okay, yeah, because I wanted to get directly behind him.
Yeah.
Still be in line with everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
can do it.
that. And then I'm gonna bonus action a fucking lightning bolt.
Okay.
Yeah. If there wasn't stuff going wrong, now there is.
Because we can't just kill the crew.
All right. Yeah, that's a fail.
All right.
She makes a
Well,
good
here we
point.
go. There's another 100. 7. Okay. Oh, fucking hell.
Oh no.
Cast Fireball as a 3rd level centered on myself.
Oh no!
no.
Wow.
Oh
Well,
my gosh.
oh
Well,
no.
I
R.I.P. guys.
Alright.
I guess
Good
make
game, everybody.
make a deck save yourself as well, and Rowan, and I will roll for the chef.
All right. Well, I'm gonna use a Tides of Chaos, give myself advantage.
All right, that's a fail for the chef.
Hey, all right, there's Shilk.
Nice. And Shilk doesn't have evasion yet, if I'm right.
He does not.
Okay, so you're at least taking that.
That's why I did that.
Yep. And then Rowan will just evade all of it, so she's fine.
Yep. All right, so then Shilk takes 14 damage. Okay.
All right, and the chef takes the full 27. And as the chef takes the 27 fire damage, you notice it kind of like reel back and let out a loud screech, this inhuman screech that
Ugh.
perforates everyone's ears. Vathan, you definitely hear that one.
Yeah, I'm just
Pisani,
like,
you do not.
I'm just like,
Okay,
get your ass again.
Well, as an action, booming blade.
Okay.
Make sure. Okay, my advantage is off. Good. Hey.
Yeah, that'll hit. This is
She'll
a
take a
very,
couple steps back.
this is a very interesting thing. Oh, well, yeah, I guess he moves, so does it. 23 damage?
Yeah.
Not that. Okay.
All right, that was a lot.
All right. Sailor's turn. Um, well, you moved. The chef isn't gonna move, but the rest of the crew is gonna continue moving this way. And Shilk, it's weird. You see, like, you definitely stab the chef with your booming blade, and he's vibrating. But the rest of the crew you see moving are also vibrating.
Oh, what the
God,
Um,
this is
and
some
then-
invasion of the body snatchers type shit.
And then the
Ah, shit, I forgot my sneak attack.
oh yeah, there it is.
You want me to roll it or forget about
Yeah.
it?
Well, what's the what is it? How many die do you roll?
That many.
Oh, okay. So that's still enough, however. So that would have happened with the initial attack. So as the rest of the crew are moving forward and vibrating, they suddenly kind of like shriek from the thunder damage and all kind of like start to collapse. However, the chef is still going to get his attack off before that happens. It's just all kind of happening at once.
That's fair.
So, it's going to attack Rowan as because it's kind of reeling back from the fire damage. It actually has disadvantage on the.
Oh, shit. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hooray.
Oh shit, that's still a 25 to hit though. Oh my god. I rolled an 18 and a 19 on die. That's hilarious. So then Rowan will take 23 points of bludgeoning and and then Shilk, I need you to make a wisdom save. Oh wait, never mind. Rowan has to make the wisdom save. It can only be someone within 5.
Oh, okay. Rowan, wisdom save.
All right, that is a fail. So Rowan take another 36 points of psychic damage,
Oh.
and
Shit,
she will have a D4 subtracted from all attacks and ability checks going forward. But after that happens, the chef and all of the crew from the mess hall that were following you all just seem to dissolve into a puddle of this weird red liquid.
Anybody
Alright.
else find that weird?
Yeah, there's a lot of weird on the ship right now.
Thank you.
Fathom, it's your turn. Oh, well, Dasani, were you starting to make your way towards the front of the ship because of Fathom, what he said?
Well, I was wondering, with his persuasion check being so low, would I?
The persuasion check wasn't for you. That was for something.
Okay.
Mhm.
Then I would probably start walking my way towards everything. So.
All right.
Down.
Then you can go ahead and make a initiative roll as well. Put you on the.
I get advantage with initiative checks, right?
Yes, you do.
Mm-hmm.
Wheel.
Oh yeah, I was gonna show you how to do that on your. Oh, you got it. Okay, never mind.
Well, I just clicked advantage. So.
Oh really? Huh? That usually doesn't work for me. I have to use like a separate. Weird. Anyway, All right. So you would actually go. Well, I mean, it's gonna take you a bit to actually get there, so because you're probably not in a.
Nope, just casually walking.
Yep. All right. So Vatham, back to you.
Okay, I just realized I have two different bags. One of which I'm going to pull a thing out of and throw it in the hole.
I mean, if you took one of your bags, he's gonna take the other one too.
I would have taken any weapons or bags that I would have found on your person off of you.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
so
So
yep, don't got the bag of tricks.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just like, all right, that's
And don't forget, he did tell you not to hit the door again.
You told me not to hit the door.
Yeah, I told you to basically not try anything.
Well, it's up to you, Vatham, whether you listen to him.
I respect authority to a point.
Okay. So you gotta try again then?
Yep. Still
All
not
right.
enough.
Well, yeah, that is not enough. Even especially with the D6 subtracted from it.
Yeah.
On your second attempt, you hear the voice from the other cell. It says, "Give it up, mate. Designed these cells myself. You'll never break out of them."
Did I hear him attacking the door?
You would have moved into the other car by now, so you can make a perception check to see if you would have heard it.
Also, I'm wondering, would he have heard the fucking lightning bolt?
Well, it's a lightning bolt, not a thundercrap. I would say with an 18 perception, you would actually hear him struggling with the door again.
Then I wouldn't be making my way towards everything else. I'd be staying right there and asking him, what the hell are you still trying to do?
Well, you would have already made it to the next car, so you can head back on your next turn.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Then I will start making my way back. On my turn.
Okay. Yeah. Rowan's turn. She got fucked up a bit.
Yeah. Well, seeing as like all the crew members are dead in here, she way back.
Just comes spinning back.
That's her turn.
Okay. Ramona, your turn.
My turn. Heal Rowan.
All right.
Oh no. She's really hurt, right? Yeah, well,
Yeah, she took
Yeah.
a decent amount of damage.
yeah.
Less than half.
Yeah.
Oh, she is less than half? Oh, shit. Then, yeah, she's
Oh, yeah.
looking funny.
It's okay. I'll just do third, fourth.
Yeah!
I don't know. I'll do third level.
All
Boop.
right.
Here you go, friend.
All right. You heal Rowan for 19 hit points.
And with my
Nice.
bonus action. Amity's right. You got this, Vanya. Open that door, and you're inspired.
Inspired and guided. This
Cheer
is great.
squad.
Oh,
This is
man.
the most prepared I've ever felt to open a door.
This is going to be great.
All right, Vanya, open that door.
Yes,
I mean, even if you roll 2 1s, that's
I'm
enough.
doing it.
Oh,
I'm
Okay,
opening
go.
the door.
Just stack it
Alright.
all.
Door.
Opens the shit out of that door.
yeah. Cheer squad.
All right, and you can see as you open the door to the CIC, you can see the crew are just sitting at the consoles as normal. However, they all kind of like look up in surprise as you open the door, and
I look equally surprised.
yeah, like what?
A high five,
No.
Amity.
The strong one is in jail. How did they open the door?
How it counts,
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense.
No, it counts. It doesn't. And you can see Karos is in there, except he's just like sitting in a chair, just kind of staring into the middle.
Can I identify the one that had closed the door on us?
Yeah, he's the one closest to the door. He's like as a reaction, like stood up from his console.
Okay. I'm not gonna beat him up yet.
Murder.
I do want to walk into the CIC though.
Sure. Bring you over. Bring the Sony cam.
Sorry, Cam. This review has been sponsored by the Sony.
And then I'm just gonna move down a little bit.
If only.
Sure.
And since my action was to open the door, that'll be my turn.
Yep. All right. Karos just continues to sit there. He doesn't even register as you walk in. Amity, your turn. Do you walk in as
Alright.
well?
Yeah.
Here you go.
Goodbye, guys.
Alright. She's gonna tiptoe her way over to the corner.
Okay.
And can she tell what, like, who's hostile?
Everybody but Karos is looking at you guys. The look of surprise is gone, and now there's just kind of like a focused intensity in their faces.
And she's gonna put her hands up and then cast a Sacred Flame at one of them if they're hostile.
All right. Dasani, it's your turn.
Make my way back to the brig.
Yep. You run back and can see Vatham at his door still.
I ask you not to do that. Don't do it again, or I'll stop you completely.
You may want to get your ass in gear. My friends are in trouble, and so is maybe your captain. I don't know who the hell is an ooze on this ship anymore.
Your distraction technique is not going to work.
I am not distracting you. Get your ass in gear.
Chief grabs his weapon. Well, Dasani grabs his weapon. And then just stands there, staring at Vatham.
Oh, you've done it now, Yogi boy.
Yeah. Yogi.
Shulk. It's your turn.
Okay. 40, 50, 60. Yeah, that seems good.
Okay. Movement bonus action. Anything as an action?
Actually, might as well go into the room.
Okay. Did you forget you have cunning action?
I was just debating on it. I'm gonna go off for Vanya.
Gotcha. Sounds good.
Actually, Shook would go to protect Amity.
That's probably the wiser move.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Sailor's turn. This one is going to move up to Shulk and Amity. This one is going to move over to Vanya.
I like that Spark's asleep while this is all happening.
Yep.
People were against my plan to go get him.
We were on our way.
It's okay. No, we weren't. He was the other way, wasn't he? I don't know anymore. It's fine.
The quarters that you guys are in are between the CIC and the engine.
Oh, I was mixing up. I was mixing things up. I'm sorry.
No.
The layout of the ship is confusing.
It's fine. People think I just wanted to because he can breathe underwater. Right.
For the
All right.
reason.
So one of the guys is going to swing at Shilk. One of them is going to swing at Vanya. First, Shilk. Oh, that shouldn't be a disadvantage. My bad. But it was the first roll anyway. Yep.
Yep.
And then a 19 against Vanya that will hit.
Oh yeah.
So Vanya, you take 16 points of bludgeoning damage and 11 points of psychic damage. So a total of 27 points of damage.
Thank you. As my reaction, because I keep forgetting that this is a thing that I can do, I want to cast Hellish Rebuke.
Do you still have Hellish Rebuke?
I do. It's not. I thought it was a pact spell, but it's not.
Oh, I thought it was only added to your spell list because it was.
That's what I thought too.
Oh, that's a warlock spell.
Oh, just all warlocks get that. That's cool.
Yep.
Nice. All right.
Yep.
Because when I thought I was gonna have to go back in and change a bunch of stuff, I think I only lost one. I can't remember what it is at the top of my head. Too early. Late.
Gotcha.
Anyway.
Too utterly late.
Casting
All right.
Hellish Rebuke at 3rd level.
Yep. It fails, so it'll take the full 12 damage. And as you do your damage, all the crew members in the CIC at the same time let out a shriek.
Did we hear the first shriek?
You
when...
did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why did
Yeah,
we keep
you just weren't sure what was why, but now
Yeah.
kind of like putting it together between the fireball and now the hellish rebuke, you think these things don't like fire.
Okay.
And then I have to make a con save on charm person. Charm person.
It's actually not concentration.
Oh really? I thought it was.
No.
Oh okay. Well then never mind. All right. And then I need Amity to make a wisdom.
Ooh.
Wasn't Amity holding an action as well?
Yeah, she was.
Oh okay. Then yeah, you can use your you can do your. I don't remember what spell it was.
It was a sacred.
Sacred Flame, thank you. So I need to make a dex save. Alright, it succeeds, so it just dodges it.
Alright.
And now you have to make a wisdom.
Okay. Well.
Alright. That is a fail. So you will take 34 points of psychic
Oh my
damage.
god.
And all attack rolls and ability checks, you subtract a d4.
Great.
And you don't remember who owned the shop you used to work at.
Fuck.
Yeah. Bad.
All right. Fathom, your turn.
Alright. Just sort of looks to Sonny, get your ass in gear. How many times do I have to fucking tell you?
He's just standing there staring at you.
I will end my turn with intense stares.
Had one card faced him.
In defense mode. All right. All right. So you guys just stare at each other on your turn. Interesting tactic. Rowan, your turn.
Meow. Rowan's gonna attack the one attacking Vanya.
All right.
There it is. He's gonna blow off 4 attacks.
Okay.
It's gonna be a lot of D4s.
You want me to just roll the 1 or do it for all?
Just to make it easier, I'll just take the -4 to everything. So, 2 of those will hit for 20 damage. Did you want to do stunning strikes on either of those?
Not yet, but she will use her sneak attack.
Yeah, there you go. Another 6. All right. Ramona, your turn. You running in there too?
Yes, please.
Here you go.
Okay. Somebody's health bar is in the wall. Oh well. Guess I'm not healing this turn. That's what that means. Instead, you know, I don't think I like this room that much. But
Maybe the CIC is not a good place to hang out anymore.
no. But hey, fire good, and I have firebolt, so I'm going to twin firebolt and hit both these bums in front of me. Hooray! The bad guys, not Rowan. She's cool.
All right.
Pew. Pew? Oof. I don't know if I rolled twice. It was a twin. But,
Yeah, you do roll twice.
okay, well, I missed with one.
All right.
Maybe not the other.
Then, yeah, you would miss on the second one, so 18 damage to the first one.
Right. And with my bonus, I don't have one. That's all.
Okay. Vanya, it's your turn.
Yeah. I'll use my bonus action to put Slayer's Prey on the one right in front of me. And then I guess I'm gonna pull out the luck blade and try to hit it.
Yeah.
Get
Do it.
I should have
Use the
inspired
weapon I gave you.
Oof.
I'm gonna assume that these are not a favorite enemy.
They are not.
I mean, they've been weird. Can't hurt to ask.
Is one of your favorite? Oh, nice. Is one of your favorite enemy humanoids?
No.
Oh, why would you think they were?
Because
your
they've
favorite
been
enemy?
acting weird. They've been dissolving into goo. That
Are
might be from the abyss.
Are oozes your favorite enemy?
No.
Then no.
I don't know. They're weird.
Well, you still got a crit, so roll
I did.
that Slayer's Prey twice.
Yeah, I will.
Actually, beasts are my favorite enemy.
It's my other favorite enemy. It's beasts and fiends.
Oh man.
And then I'm gonna hit him again.
Yeah, second one hits too.
Great. That's it. That's everything.
All right. Karos continues to be in a stupor. Amity, it's your turn.
Okay. Hmm. Okay, let me see. I have so many things to choose from now.
Man, it feels great to be able to prepare your own spells.
I mean,
What you doing?
she's gonna use a dodge action for now.
Okay. Sounds good.
And then a bonus action healing word on herself.
Ha, there you go. Alright. Dasani, are you just gonna keep your vigil?
Yep.
Alright. Shilk, your turn.
Alright. Shilk is going to use Booming Blade. Attack. Yeah, but as a part of that, I'm gonna spend a sorcery point for elemental spell, change the damage
Ooh.
from thunder to fire.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Nice.
And I'm gonna give myself advantage.
Alright.
Oh wait, nope, I don't. I don't have it.
Ah.
That was the last thing I did. I'd have to cast a
Yeah.
spell. I'd have to cast a leveled spell. So, not gonna do that. Regular. Oh my fucking god.
Nice.
Alright,
Beautiful.
roll that double sneak attack. So.
Oh, really capitalizing on that sneak attack.
Yeah, I know. 38 points of damage. How do you want to do this?
Just gonna. Bitch. Just smack him over the head.
Alright. It was their turn next, so you smack them over the head, and as they all start to dissolve, one says, "Got it!" And then they all just become puddles on the ground. And suddenly, Karos ends his stupor. He says, what happened? Why are my crew puddles?"
I wish I knew at this point.
Side note, charm person. The creature knows it was charmed.
Right, he gets that, but he's more confused about the puddles than the "they charmed him" part.
We're sinking.
We're what? We're already underwater. Hold on. He goes over to one of the consoles and he says, "Well, that's weird. It seems they were able to like set it on like some kind of autopilot. I didn't even know that was possible.
You
How does
didn't
he
know?
not know?
I am the captain of this ship, not its creator."
You should still know that stuff. We're gonna drown.
I have
I'm
many questions.
working my way through the manual, okay? It is roughly translated from Gnomish. I did not learn Gnomish.
Probably a long manual too. Ship.
Why couldn't they write
I
it?
get it.
I made a joke.
Says, well, I don't know exactly where they're sending us. It seems they like set a course for like this area, and like he presses a button and like the whole kind of like holographic map pops up above like the main table again. And you guys see the course you were on, and it looks like they've veered far to the left and are going to like a specific like point that seems to end in a dead end. It says, I don't know what that is though.
Well, we should probably not go there.
Agreed. Unfortunately, I do not know how to take us off of autopilot.
Well, let me figure it out.
Oh no.
Amity,
no. Oh
Amity,
no.
you're smart.
All right. I want to see what Shilk does first.
We're gonna drown. Don't let.
There's the question: can he find the right button?
I have the chutzpah.
Oh no.
It's labeled.
Alright.
What am I rolling?
I guess this would just be like a straight Arcana check, because you are not proficient with these. Yeah, you don't understand any of this shit.
What the?
Like you walk over and you're like amazed because there's like little like stone like pressure plates with little symbols lit up on them. You have no idea what it means.
I have never seen it before.
Let me take a look at it.
Why didn't you say
Wait.
something in the first place?
Because
Emily,
what?
you're like the smartest person I know. There's no way you can't figure this out. Please don't let us drown. You got this. You're part of inspiration.
Thank you. I feel very inspired and also very heavily under responsibility.
Alright, Amity, as you walk over to the table and look at the same console, go ahead and make me Arcana check, minus a d4, and plus inspiration if you would like.
All right.
You don't need an
The
inspiration.
inspiration's a d6.
Yeah.
Alright.
Wait, let me see if I have anything else real quick that can help you too.
You got like
don't-
like enhanceability or something?
That's what I was checking. I
You
don't
can
remember
also
what spells
guidance
I
yourself.
I can guidance myself.
Yeah,
Yes,
you
you can
can.
guide
Yeah.
Yes, you
yourself.
can.
Alright.
It lasts for a minute, so yeah.
Well, I'm doing that then.
Okay, you also
Alright.
guidance yourself.
I don't
Alright.
have any other help.
Alright, that works.
Wait,
So.
but I'm also super good at magic-y things. Could I also just like assist her?
Not really. This is like a very difficult challenge, and like if anything, it might be actually like harder with like someone over the shoulder trying to like point things out to her.
Okay.
Alright.
So yeah, just straight Arcana roll, plus a d4, minus a d4, plus a d6.
Why not just cancel?
So 18 plus.
Also, fun fact: if you hover over the dice,
Okay.
you can actually roll d4s and d6s and d8s without having to click into it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so the d4s cancel each other out.
Hey!
And then plus a 6, so that is 24. All right, that is enough to see
Yay.
that it is locked into a course, and there is and something happened. You're not entirely sure what they did, but it's almost like they locked out the console itself, so it can't change it. And you quickly like run around and see that all the other consoles have been locked out of the system as well.
Okay. So she's gonna explain this as calmly as she can.
As calmly as you can.
Yeah, you explain as calmly as you can, and Kara says,
It's not very calm.
"Oh." Yeah, between gasps of air, you explain it.
So,
Well, we have two choices. Ride this train to wherever it goes, or go fuck up the engine.
Well, you can always fix an engine.
What happens if we fuck up the engine?
We drown.
I don't know. We shouldn't drown. It doesn't have any like standing on the structural integrity of the ship itself. If we can, I would prefer to fuck it up in a way that we can unfuck it later. But we would be dead in the water for anywhere from a bit to forever. But at least we won't be going wherever the fuck these guys wanted us to. So, I'm all for fucking up the engine. What is everybody else?
I like that idea.
And be stuck.
Okay, can we make sure that your engineers are not trying to kill people before we decide to fuck up the engine?
Well, they are in the engine room, so if they are trying to kill people, then they would probably not want us to stop the engine. I mean, I guess if they're there and they're not trying to kill us, then they could just turn the engine off. We wouldn't even have to fuck it.
Have we tried turning it off and on again?
No, we would have to go there.
I think we should try turning it off and on again.
Okay.
Control Alt Delete.
I get the joke, but Karos does. All right. He goes over to one of these tubes and he says, Chief Dasani, you can go ahead and let Vatham out of his cell. It seems he had very good reason to kill the crew members, as they are now slime people. Also, Bark, if you could wake up and meet us in the engine room.
Please.
Anybody else, I recommend I recommend holding up in whatever place you are alone, so that nobody tries to kill you, because honestly it could be anyone. Don't panic.
I sort of look at Dasani like with the look of I told you fucking so.
Dasani
Hold
gives
up.
no shit.
I just want to see you real quick. That didn't sound very good coming from Karos, but that is a 28. So nobody panics.
Yeah.
But panic is what Ramona always do.
God,
This is how she operates.
Karos is like a fucking airline pilot. Even when the fucking ship is falling apart, he is cool as a cucumber.
Yeah.
All right. So, Vatham and Dasani, you start making your way to the CIC as Karos instructed.
Yep, I'd give him all his stuff back, but I'd stay behind him, and I'm not going to put my axe away yet. I will follow him there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. As you are walking through the medical ward, Cleanser Alanis will kind of pop her head out of the closed door to her office, and she says, "Don't attack. I'm not one of these slime people. I just thought he looks really fucked up, so I would help." And she will cast heal on Vatham, so you heal 70 hit points.
Thank you.
Good luck with whatever you're doing. And then she closes the door and locks it.
That puts me all the way back up to 124 hit points.
Oh, good for you.
Nice.
Because it's the start of each turn, I get 3 hit points back.
Oh yeah, I guess fair enough. All right, so Sani and Vatham in the CIC, and you guys meet up with Spark on your way to the engine room. And as you enter the engine room, you can see several gnome engineers standing there. And one of them says, "Hello, Captain. What seems to be the problem?" And Kara says, "Well, as you might have heard over the comm, crew members are turning into slime people, trying to kill everybody, and we're going to turn the engine off. It's up to you, really, if you're going to help us with that. To which the engineers say, all in unison, "I'm sorry, we can't let you do that, Captain."
Fuck, it's some 2001
Oh,
shit.
no.
And as they all kind of like start walking towards you guys, you all hear a voice say, "Yes, they're not your crew anymore." And sliding out from behind the large engine block, you see a large gelatinous form of mixed black and green with different little eyeballs poking out of it. And it
Nope.
says, "This is my ship now." And that's where we're gonna end tonight.
Woo!
Woo.
Cliffhanger till the new year.
Yeah, cliffhanger to the new year, because we will not be playing next week, because
It's Christmas
obviously-
night.
yeah, it's Christmas next week. So that would that be New Year's
New
Day,
Year's
or would that
Day.
be the second? Yeah.
New Year's Day.
So, assuming everybody would be able to play on New Year's Day, I don't know how hungover people are going to be.
Yeah, I'll have
I'll
to
be fine.
see.
TBD.
We'll have to find out.
All right. Well, then I guess we'll play it by ear. We might have to wait until the 8th, depending on how everybody's feeling on the 1st. So, until then, thank you everybody for watching, and have a good night.
Good night.
Nice.